Grand morning, grand evening, depending on when you're watching this video. How everybody doing? Hope everybody is doing good and well. Got a little something I want to, talk about. Some of my mind, I gotta let it out. Yeah, I had a nice long talk with my mom yesterday, and it was very interesting because I never thought in my life I'll be having a conversation with my mother, like parenting conversation about the kids and how kids do things and stuff. And she was, complaining or making a comment about my brother because he got some situation going on, as in, that's her child. And then I was telling her about the situation with my boys, little things that they're doing that I just don't understand. And I don't know if it's something that we can't understand, but it was interesting to have conversation with your parent about parenting. We had a parenting meeting and we shared notes of how I did things when I was little compared to how my kids are doing things as their age now. And there was a lot of similarities, some more than other similarities, but it was just interesting. But the one thing I did love about my mom, she said she always did what she had to do for her kids, regardless, because she was a single parent. And I was telling her, I'm the same way. Regardless of the situation, I do what I got to do for my kids. But they sometimes don't appreciate it or kind of like, neglect. And I was one of those fathers. Well, I am one of those fathers that's in my kid's life. When I was growing up, my father wasn't around. The last time I saw my father before he passed away, which I can't recall when he passed away, but I know it's been some years. I saw him and when I saw him, I didn't even recognize when I saw him. I was like speaking to other people, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's my father. So I think I told you guys a story about that. And it's like, as parents, kids, as they get older, they start to come into their characteristics. And we were both saying how I don't understand why my son's acting a certain way. And then she was saying the same thing about my brother. A lot of people don't know I have a brother. Now, nothing wrong with my brother, just that certain things he's saying and do is like, wow. And then my son's doing the same thing with me. And it's interesting how we were exchanging those stories. But from what I've learned from my experience is that parenting will never stop, regardless of how old you are or if you're sick or healthy or whatever, it doesn't stop. So I've learned that. And I also learned that your kids can be influenced by other people and other things, and that can kind of like shift their personality. Being said, like when I'm on the phone talking to my mother now, I can tell she noticed that I'm not the same person I was 5-10 years ago, because I told her that right now the roles have reversed and I feel like I have to do this to take care of all you guys. I want to show you guys that you can change your life by changing your mindset. You can be great by changing your mindset, your thought process. And she come from a generation of, I call it slavery, but it's not slavery, but just that generation of do something for me, give it. I deserve that. Like if they're giving out free turkeys, she'll go stand in line for 20 hours for a free turkey. So she's that type of person. That's the generation she's from. So I used to get upset with that, but now I understand. As the more I understand my culture and my background history and our people, how we were raised and brought up, our ancestors, I understand why we have certain mentalities and the reason why we only go to certain levels in life, and then we'd be okay with that. And I get it. I totally get it. It's not designed for everybody to be successful or to break out their, their greatness within them, because it's come from the parent. But anyway, I told her that I'm at the point now that I know right now, in order for my sons to understand what I'm doing or take heed, especially my oldest one, have to prove it to him, show it. With my mom, the same thing. I have to prove it and show it to her. With my brother, I have to prove and show them that you can change your mind and be successful and do things. So I told her, like, my goal right now was to prove to you guys, as my mother and my kids and my other family members, that I'm going to prove to you guys. Now, some people say you don't have to prove nothing to nobody. And you know what? I used to think like that, but sometimes proof gives you power too, and that's how I look at it. It's my take. So with that being said, yeah, I still have work to do, and I'm going to continue to work and build, and I want to inspire people, even if it's not my own kids or my own family members. I feel like if I inspire anybody, that one person, two person, that makes me feel good. I mean, I'm doing my job on this earth. So with that being said, peace and blessings. I love you guys like always. And if no one ever told you they love you, you know I do. As well, I love myself too, which I need to start saying too, because I do love myself. And it's not arrogant or vain. It's just that you need to have self-love in order to love others as well too. So with that being said, like I said, peace and blessings. And I'll talk to you guys later.